There's Theology. Okay, settlers, I'm still producing. Maritime industries, I'm gonna take that off now and put scripture in. Urban planning, actually no, we'll keep that on for like a turn. I'm just finishing that, but if I can do like a nice quick 1 turn, there you go, military tradition, then we'll take it off next time. And Kabul, I can now afford to keep that suzerain, even though I haven't got a money in it, which is wonderful. Extra diplomacy favor per turn. This is where work ethic could have been really good on this city. It would have been 16 production per turn. But it also would have no housing. So, you know, you've gotta just say that I think I definitely did the wrong thing, and it's quite normal that I'm not regretting or questioning my move at all. Okay, shipbuilding just got boosted. Let's get rid of maritime industry. Then I could get myself great people points. What would I like? Get the general points? Try and get at least 1 general or a writer? Is that the good thing to do? I don't know. For now, I'll just take the production, 4 extra production per turn. It all adds up. Okay, there is shipbuilding. So we can now move units across this lake, which means we can go and settle out from it now. I'm quite excited by that. I can afford another settler very soon. We'll go and just, I guess we've got to kind of spot some places that would be good settlements. Like this over there, for instance, would be a good holy site. Looking at that, there is a good campus, which means that you kind of want to link those two up as best you can. There are some very strange settlement spots, really. Maybe we've got to settle on this particular tile in order to get the harbour down. I think that's probably the only place that you would want to put all that, isn't it? Yeah, very strange city, that one, but that could be a good place to go and settle. Statue of Zeus is gone. There appears to be a just roaming fleet of horses down on this particular coast to my south. We won't talk about that. That is frightening and horrible. This map is going to be wild once mountain tunnels are started. I can just see it already. It's going to go nuts. Horseback riding, recorded history. Okay, that's another 5 science per turn. Sorry, urban planning is fun, but I think I want that. I keep buying settlers with faith as well. I should be making them, but I'm not. So let's take the card out. I'm not kind of ready. There's enough infrastructure for me to be getting stuck into right now, but I'm just not doing it. So it's all fine. Pingala, let's get researching out. Let's just keep pushing this. I don't know how close to 100 by 100 we're going to get. Not very close, but 38 science, 31 culture. Honestly, could be worse. I've seen games with a lot worse scores than that. They're over Dutch. I think I might have just met them through the city-state. Exchanging information on capitals. Great idea. They're to the north of the Aztec. Looks like the Aztec have company in their little space, which is wonderful. Oh, and annoyingly, looks like I'm actually going to struggle to get another golden age, which I find amazing. 5 cities, 6 cities, we're on 4. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of extra settling if we were going to get ourselves the sprawling empire card, but it could be something to do. I don't know. Literally, there's only one option. This is so annoying. I can't research anything else civics wise, and construction is just there. So I'm going to miss the boost by a considerable margin. Very frustrating, but never mind. I always regret not going for Liang, so we're going to go for Liang quickly, and when I get the builders, at least I've got another charge on them. I always have Liang. I always forget to, and I always end up regretting it. So yeah, okay, she wants my chocolate. That's good, and everyone's buying my Diplo faith for the same price. It's a bit boring. Get the temple in my capital for a bit more food, bit more housing. This Pingala city needs to be as big as possible, ideally. The Aztec suddenly have decided they like me because I've given them the stuff. Oh, damn, I forgot to do all the trading with the Dutch. We can probably still friend them if I open borders them, and they're not going to take a delegation. They should do next turn, though, because they like me a little. In fact, I'm just going to give them my Diplo favor for the turn. Hopefully that'll be enough to make them neutral to me. We'll see. See if that works. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. There's a good chance I might end up actually going into a Dark Age this time, which is slightly strange. The only problem I've got with settling here, thinking about it, is that I'm not being shown the loyalty right now because I haven't met whoever this is. I'm going to meet them in a second, and I do go into Dark Age. Chances of me holding on to that city are pretty slim. So maybe I want to go and settle down here instead? Oh, it's a difficult one. It's a bit of a gamble. You know what, I'm just going to do it anyway. Sometimes you just have to go for it, and this is one of those times you have to go for it. No, chickening out. Chickening out. Let's go down south. I know I'm going to lose that city immediately, so let's not do that. The only good thing really about going into a Dark Age is that we can go heroic afterwards. Bit annoying, can't lie, but we'll be fine. We'll make up for it. Our pride will take a hit, but we can survive it, I think. Let's get ourselves quickly our little specialist district. It says +6. I mean, I'll take that. That's brilliant. And we can get our first lumber mills as well. I'm just, again, using my Liang city whilst I've got the faith to produce lovely 4-charge builders. So much better than my natural ones. And now the governor. So we've got Pingala in place. We've got Amani in place. We've got Liang in place. Magnus? Let's get Magnus. Yeah, and we can start shoveling settlers out. Trying to work out whether or not settling in a couple turns makes a lot of sense. I've got 2 settlers ready to rock. At the moment, I have my ancestral hall sorted and in place. That means that I'm going to get a 3 builder. I could wait for 8 turns to get an extra 2 charges out of each builder, but I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather have the city growing in that time. I don't think I'm going to get era score from these settlers as well, so I think for now it's okay. Yeah, let's just get it done. Let's just get these cities down. Might as well. Divine right has been advanced because my religion seems to have spread a little further. Oh, over to the Aztec. Nice. I should evangelize my religion, actually. That would help a lot. I can do a +3 campus, which is very tempting, although I'd lose a lot of production from this city. Or I could get a harbour down and try and get some trade routes out, which I'm tempted to do, you know? Let's do that. I think just splitting my production up into little things. My science per turn's not too bad at the moment. I've got this city working on another specialist district. We've got like 2, 4, 4 at the moment, which is awesome. This settler is on the way over to go and settle this little pit of wonder over in that direction. And I don't have enough faith to get myself another settler, but we can just keep getting beautiful 4-charge builders, which helps a lot. It's a dark age. Ooh, we don't like doing this normally, but hey, you know, I go for these dark ages so that you don't have to. Now, nobody around me is in a golden age, which is wonderful, and we can choose something that's going to give us more era score. Exodus. I am spreading my religion around now, and there are a bunch of cities around me that are just about to start converting, like this one over there, which is lovely. Catholicism is over in this direction, though. I think whoever this is, it is the Mayans. I thought it might be. Yeah, they've got Catholicism. Oh man, I forget how dark the game gets in Dark Ages. The screen is so dark. Oh, World Congress. Who am I trading with? I am trading with someone. I'm trading with Kabul, military city-state. I'm going to vote for that in the hope that it goes through. It probably won't. And I'm going to say no amenities to, that's my luxury. Don't like that. Let's go for cotton. I don't have that. Aztec does. There's a chance it'll go through coffee. And scientific city-states, we don't know anything like that. Good. We haven't been hit by the World Congress, and that in itself is an achievement. I have a tiny bit of gold to flex with at the moment, so I'm just buying a couple of wood tiles for my capital that I can put lumber mills on. It needs just a little bit of better tiles. I was working a couple of 2-1s there, which is just wasted production. We don't want that. See, what we do want, though, is the AI to sort itself out and get some luxuries, because I have had no luxury trades with the AI, and this is not a trading challenge. It's a regular game. Sort yourselves out. That's what I say. 10 pop capital, that's good if it's in Pingala City, and actually means that I can put another district down. A couple of choices. Either I could go for a harbour to get to the sea. I think that's a slightly later game thing. I could commercial hub it. I've only got +2. I could industrial zone it. Now that is something that would possibly be a cool idea, especially if I had a good aqueduct area. Could I aqueduct onto this tile? That is the question. I think I could, which means I could go for an industrial zone that would be a +5 in my capital. It would replace a couple of decent tiles, but late game districts would work quite nicely like that. Oh, a diplomatic quarter as well would also be an option. There's feudalism. Perfect. That's another 2 charges on my builders as I put them out. I'm just going to pop settlers into my government for now. Oh, monasticism is such a crazy amount of science. Oh, that's something I can't miss out on. Yeah, that's got to go in. Okay, so I lose a little bit of culture per turn, but 75 science per turn now. That's big numbers. Yeah, fair play. Can't argue with that. That's awesome. What class does my elephant count as? It counts as a ranged unit. Okay, so I want to get barracks for it. It feels strange not to get the stables for my elephant, but nope. Apparently elephants get trained in barracks. Oh, medieval fairs. I'm just going to start working on this a little bit, but if I can plant my own woods, I can certainly settle about 500 more places on the map, which is quite exciting. Actually, you know what? How much is a settler? 1,000. Yeah, no, can't do that. Let's Gonna have to actually use some of my production and my capital to do a settler, which sucks, but it's okay. We should be able to keep around 10 population, hopefully. Oh no, I forgot about the barbarian horseman. Oh, that is a horseman. This is barbarian horseman, which is fine. That's regular horseman. Oh no, I have a horrible feeling. I know what's about to happen. Yep. Oh no. The death of Silver. I can't help but feel that was my fault. Let us never talk about what transpired here ever again. Oh, Aztec actually just took friendship with me. Nice. I can't work on the Dutch yet, though, because they're just annoyed that I'm not trading with them. There is no physical path from my land to theirs, but that doesn't stop them being annoyed that I'm not trading with them. City number 7 over on the west coast of this lake. It's looking lovely. Let's go and immediately work these fish. I have a missionary over in this direction very soon, but just quickly buy the tile. I'd rather start on the holy site, I think. Yeah, and as discussed, I am spreading my religion because every time I do, I get 2 era score, which is how we're going to get out of this dark age. But I also get another 3 gold from Teeth. Still my favorite joke, that. Absolutely my favorite joke. Now getting 24 gold per turn from it. Medieval fairs has been found in the tribal village. I'm daft, you better get out of there quick. It's a horseman skulking around and it's already done terrible things to my religious units once. Yep, that's not good. That's not good. Runaway time. Oh, Mongolia. We've met a new person. Kublai. Love to sample your hospitality. That's your capital. Blimey, only 6 cities though, so we are outgrowing them nicely. Oh yes, I know. Look, I know Aztec. You want my things. Diplofavor still selling well on the open market. You can see horses selling very well on the open market. That's great. We're at -4. Send a delegation. Open the borders. Hoping +2, declare the friendship. There you go. Instant friend. Still no luxuries though. Literally no luxuries to trade, which I find very, very weird. So I'm going to put an industrial zone on this +5 tile. It's too good. It does have rainforest on it, which is fine, but it's got bananas. I'm going to remove the bananas with this builder charge briefly. A little bit of extra population for my capital. In the meantime, I'm going to just get another couple of turns into the settler whilst I'm waiting. Settlers are still my big problem. Medieval fairs. That's looking good. Magnus, can you get provision now? Great. Now, if I do get any more settlers, this is a good place to pop them out. I'm just trying to work out now. What I'm going to do is I'm tempted to switch Pingala to another city. This is going to be a very high population city, but we've got ourselves a situation in my capital where I'm going to be able to just generate tons and tons and tons of settlers. It's going to be a bit of a painful switch, but let's just do it quickly. 5 turns of pain. Pop you into my second city, which is currently struggling a little bit on food, but we can get that up very nicely. Amenities as well. Be good if the AI actually found some of those, eh? Let's get an alliance up and then we'll go for monarchy. But yeah, we lose a few turns of science, like quite a bit of science, about 25% of our science and even more of our culture. But it's you know, I think it's worth it. What's going to happen is we're going to have a provision Magnus in my capital. That is then going to stack with my unique district and the industrial zone and Kabul. And we're going to be in a situation where we can just print settlers as quickly as possible. Well, to get this city to grow, it's going to spend a little bit of gold on it. There's a lighthouse. I'll get a trader in that city in a second. But the industrial zone, it's such a large amount of production I'm going to lose. No, not the industrial zone. What was it? The campus. Well, I could put the campus there instead. Now that I can pop down forest. Ooh, suddenly, that's a better idea, isn't it? Okay, yeah, right. We just need a builder. So let's just generate a builder quickly. Get that sorted. I reckon that city will be great once it finishes. Singapore follows my religion now. Great. Another 3 gold per turn, another 2 era score. Let's just keep exploring around the world. And hopefully now that Pingala is about to re-establish themselves in the city, yeah, look, there we go. Huge extra bunch of science and culture. Monasticism is really good. Scripture is really good. Natural philosophy is really good. I mean, I guess Scripture's not as useful right now. I don't have monumentality. But what else would I put in? The settler card? Kind of want the settler card, but no, we'll wait until monarchy. I think monarchy is going to be the thing that gets us around quite a lot of these problems. Let's, trade route to Singapore. Yes, that means I can then use my envoy to pick Singapore up, which is great. I don't think that counts as an extra. No, Singapore gives you production for only trade route to a foreign civilization, but not to city-states, alas. Never mind, what are you going to do? Magnus is now established. Good. Let's just finish that one. Let's finish the settler and get the industrial zone down. Bit more religion, bit more era score, a bit more wonder. think I'm going to actually finish improving my religion with some apostles. Let's do that first. At this point, anything that gives me era score is very attractive to me. I really, really want the heroic age. What would be a good introduction, a good addition to my land? I could crusade for later, just in case I wanted to go to war. That's always a good one, but it's not necessary. Or necessary would be how most people would say that one. Religious colonization helps me, but to be honest, I like getting the era score at the moment. That's fine. Happy just to sit on that for a bit. Pagodas are good. Stupas, I have no amenities whatsoever, so stupas actually helps massively. Yeah, I always like these. Good building that. Now that I've got 4 population in this city, I've got enough population to support working the Bermuda Triangle. There it is. I wonder if, am I going to get era score every time I find Bermuda Triangle? I don't know. We'll work it out. But that is 10 science per turn being generated. I'm so... Oh... I can't believe if we'd known we could have worked 15 extra science per turn, but no, wasn't to be. Just one of those things that's just going to forever taunt us. Here is a builder. Get over to that campus spot. Build a wood, then we can get it sorted. Divine Right Monarchy. Yay! I'm actually the first person to jump to tier 2, which actually is quite surprising, but we will just take it on the chin. Fine. So I've got natural philosophy in. I kind of want to keep scripture. I've lost Republican legacy. Actually, that will make me really unhappy if I don't put that card back in. Yeah, I'm going to have to put Republican legacy back in for now, because otherwise we're going to go to -3. All my cities are on -2 at the moment. No amenities, no luxuries across this map. It's been astounding. However, retainers for garrisoned units, that is handy. Thinking about it, I might get some value out of that one. Let's do that. And in order to do that, let's pick up chivalry. So I think heavy chariots are normally the cheapest unit that we can pick up. Oh no, we can still build scouts. We can actually still build scouts. So let's build a few. Let's get some scouts, just stick them in my cities. That'll be lovely. Evangelize belief. I don't really need much of this, to be fair, so I am tempted to get crusade, just in case I want to specifically go to war with people. So yeah, we'll pick it up, but it's kind of mainly because I didn't really need anything else. Oh, did you see that? Briefly. Someone's there. There's someone there. That's a science city-state. Oh no, we saw them before. We knew they existed. That isn't news. It's a bit like, breaking news. There is no news here. Now, back to whatever you were doing. Buy a tile, like so. Plant the woods, because we're Vietnam, we can do that. And then after I built this lovely little monument, we'll get the +3 campus down. It'll give a good bonus over here. I just want to keep that production tile for a little bit before I replace it. Oh, I thought this might go somewhere. No. It's a good tile though. Look at that. It's a meaty campus. Bit of an era score bomb about to drop here because we're going to get an industrial zone, which is a nice +5. So that gives us 3 era score, which is delightful. The capital's going to just rock out some scouts in order to pick up a few amenities from retainers, which is a lovely thing. Picking up guilds as well. Mercantilism I'm really looking forward to because putting lumber mills on rainforest is a really handy thing. And there's a library as well, just for a bit more science. We're up to 114. It's not bad science. I will take that. That is really quite handy. We've almost got enough faith to get a stupa as well. But there's cartography. I can now jump into the Bermuda Triangle. Let us go and see where this one takes us. Over to the north of the map. And is that land? That's a land. That is a settlement. Again, we're looking out for places where we can work all of these Bermuda Triangles. This is, I think, the secret meta of this game. Yeah, there we go. We settled. We've gone in this direction. Here's some new land. Let's see what we find. Oh, plus we've got another city, which is lovely. I lost the builder card. Clumsy Ursa. That's what I say. Let's see if I can do the same thing in this city, actually. I can't do more than one at the moment, but look, we're getting a little bit more science per turn, which is delightful. And there you go. There's the other tile. It slows down the growth of the city just a little bit, but I mean, it's so much extra science. There's a good 20% extra at the moment, and that's being boosted by quite a chunk in this city, so we're probably getting closer to like 30. This lake doesn't appear to be inhabited. This is new land. None of it is forested, so I'd have to do a lot of terraforming in this area, but I mean, it's not a bad mo. Yeah, no, I would take it. As my first stupa as well. It just takes a little bit of the bad amenities off. Between having a scout in every city with retainers and having the stupa and having Republican legacy, we can get 3 amenities into each city, which is good considering the world still has nothing for me to trade. Mass production. It's looking good, but more importantly, there's a city converted, a bit more era score. Scouts are being absolutely thrown out of every city right now. We're going to just have one lurking. Good thing about scouts is that they have 0 maintenance cost. So you can have as many of them in your empire and they don't cost your economy anything. Where did this one go? This is gone here. Interesting. I think we might have actually found our way to the Aztec Amsterdam Canal or lake system, whatever it is. Oh, nothing else in this lake. Better go back through. Here they are. I like the fact that, yeah, the galleys actually get quicker when they go through the first time. People always forget that about the Bermuda Triangle, but the mysterious currents gives you 1 extra movement per turn forever, for the rest of the game. Really handy. World Congress. I would love it, actually. Really love it if we could do holy site buildings. That would be great, because I've got loads of them to build, and let's say that my religion is the best. How about that? Go on, you know you want to say it. City centre. Oh, it's always city centre. Worth a try. It was absolutely worth a try. Okay, the workshop is almost done. I'm just thinking about whether or not the diplomatic quarter is worth slapping down in this city. Just do a couple more scouts though, because we've still got these moving around. But we're almost there now, actually. Look at all these garrisoned units. These are making my nation so much happier. Actually, no, I'm done. Don't need any more. Cool. So, I guess, should we start getting some settlers out again? Or do I get the last district? The city's just going to forever be unhappy. I think I will just take advantage of this lake to get the water park when I've unlocked it at some point. I think that's got to be the move for me. The university is very handy. The diplomatic quarter would allow me to get even more production into the city from Kabul. But that's kind of about it right now. It's not brilliant. I'll wait until I thought about something better. But settlers for now, that's a good idea. Okay, with guilds, chivalry is doing nothing for me, so craftsmen it is, retainers, republican legacy, natural philosophy, monasticism. I would like to put the settler card in, but until I'm getting lots of settlers from lots of cities, I don't think it's worth it, so just do that for now. Governor titles, provision is good. Pingala, I'm tempted to put grants on, but I don't know if that would be ultimately worth it. Help me to get some Admiral points, maybe, but, I mean, honestly, Admiral's not the biggest thing for me right now. Let's go surplus logistics. Actually, I've just sent a trader to that city, so 6 food, 4 production to my science capital. Wonderful. You know what? I'd rather have a little bit less science now and get the settlers out, so I'm going to put the settler card in. Really thinking about whether or not it was worth it, but yeah, once I've got this city, it's producing a ton, absolute ton. Might as well enjoy it. How do we reckon we're doing? 32 tax for the Dutch, 24 for me. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind, actually. I thought my science was doing okay, but we just need to keep pressing. We can't take anything for granted. Forever Mayans. Oh, well, there you go. That's why we're not winning. 282 science per turn from the Mayans. Wow. I think it was this tile that's just discovered me, wasn't it? Actually, now we've got, look, a fair representation of the loyalty penalty that they have been putting on me this whole time. If I'd settled on that tile, yeah, no way I would have retained that. Oh, all my lord luxuries, actual luxuries. Yep. Oh, you have much that I do not. Look, honestly, you just need to be happy. Happy that I'm your friend. Let's research alliance it up with you, military it up with you, and there's -9 to the Mayans. I'll give them friendship, no, delegation, then we'll go open borders, give them a gift of some of this sort of stuff. That should be, yeah, +7, friendship. Okay, hopefully next turn they will declare friends, then we can get a cultural alliance, and I should be able to start settling into my land a little bit more again. Oh, Armagh. Oh, Armagh's really, really good. That's really, really good because we've discovered a little bit of extra land, but more importantly, my temples and shrines are now giving me a lot more. Oh yeah, look at this. There's so much more space. So I've got to actually start marking this up. This is A, and that one is linked to this one. If I don't mark this, I'm going to totally forget. This one is B, and that is linked to the one up north, like so. So, you know, we'll connect all this up in a sec, but as you can see, there's a whole other one now that goes through there. I'm daft, having a good fun, good exploration. Tell you what, luxuries are what we need to go for here. There is a source of truffles in this city, but if I plan out my next settlement opportunities based on the luxuries, I think actually that's not a bad shout. There's some olives, but that's a bit close. That tobacco is protected by barbarians, some gems and some jade. Oh, there you go. This is the location that we want to be settling in next. Cool, right, so to get that, let's see how clever the settler sampling is. No, really not clever. I love that. Okay, we've got to go through Wormhole A, which is all the way over there. Off you go, settler. And we're going to industrialize now as soon as we can. If I can get a factory up and running in my capital, oh, the production boost in my surrounding area is going to be huge. Oh, just found Woolen. That's another military city-state. That's really handy. We should keep an eye on that in case we ever want to get kill work, which, actually, speaking of it, would go nicely on this tile in my capital. By capital, I, of course, mean my Pingala city. So used to it. I've switched it around this game, and it's really strange. Right, this is Wormhole C. Where does this blighter go? Well, bam. Oh, I've no idea. Where have I gone? Oh, I'm here. What? Hang on. Does that mean this is also C? What? Oh, I see. Hang on. That's all connected. Right, if I go back, I'll test this out, but actually I'll go through this one. Let's see if this takes us anywhere different. Nice sneaky little university in this city for a couple of boosts. Astronomy, and I haven't got printing just yet, but science is creeping up now. 148. It's nowhere near the Mayans. How far ahead are they? They're not winning. They're not winning. That's terrifying. Oh, I love Deity++. It honestly, the level of difficulty above regular Deity, it gives you such a challenge. And it's a really satisfying challenge as well, because it's not like a really cheaty at the beginning of the game. It's one of those advantages that AI evolves over time. Very scary to see. Renaissance Golden Age. Amazing. Now, one thing I haven't checked is actually where the continents are on this map. So I'm on this sort of Kazakhstan continent, which is very much everywhere I can settle over there. But as soon as I go to anywhere else, yeah, that immediately becomes other places. So Hicksong Dracones may be a wonderful thing to do. I can still get Monumentality. Oh, yes, right. Here we go. Let's combine Monumentality with Hicksong Dracones. Love that. And then we're going to go reform the coinage for some more gold. Sorry, Exodus of Evangelists. I love you to bits. Don't need you right now. Oh, perfect. Right, and now we can start spawning some more settlers, which I'm actually going to just keep doing from my capital. I know they've got to walk a little further, but I think it's worth the wait. But we're still producing settlers. We've got... actually, you know what? If I'm going to be using my faith to get them, instead of that, I'll get scripture. Then I'll get natural philosophy, or do I get myself the builders? No, natural philosophy. Builders I really haven't had a need for. So far this game, really not a problem for me at all. Back up to 100 science per turn. God, the Mayans are terrifying. They really are. But they are my friends now, which means I can... oh, do I want a cultural alliance with them now? They're in the normal age. I would still have a problem. Yeah, so I do want to, and then we'll settle right up to their borders. Famously, the Mayans really enjoy having you settle right next to them, so that's exactly what we'll do. Welcome, snuffly trufflies, to my empire. Oh, I'm so much happier now. Yay! Wait, what? I just put myself through this one, and I went over... I marked this wrong. I might have marked that wrong. Oh, man, I'm getting confused. Let's just assume that we will never be exactly where we want to be. Oh, there's scouts there. Really hoping this would be a totally uninhabited area, but alas, I don't think we're going to get that lucky. Let's go and settle over in this direction. We got gems, we got tea. What more of a British start do we need? Ta-da! Humanism! Exciting stuff. I was just thinking about getting the invention card, but I think for now we're focusing on other things. I'm just doing my thing quietly, steadily. Yeah, definitely I got this wrong. I definitely got this wrong. This is actually A, which means this will be B, I think, which would make sense why it went above. It doesn't. It really doesn't make sense. I don't know what's going on. I think it's changing. I think it's deliberately doing it to change it around. Oh, I've just seen this coal. Right, so industrialization is really exciting because this is where the production starts to spike, and I've actually got a city right on top of some coal. That is wonderful. Oh yes, we love that. We love that utterly. I will take that any day of the week. That's brilliant. Just selling some of my strategics here. I'm hoping, if I'm clever, I should get enough gold to buy the factory outright, although it doesn't look like I will do. It'll be a next turn thing. Never mind. Well, industrialization is good. Do I want little techs? Nah. Let's get steam power. Railroad time. More importantly, it's the movement on boats. I can send my settlers out via the sea a lot quicker that way. So this is in my Pingala city. It is the Temple of Artemis. Each camp, pasture, and plantation improvement within 4 tiles of this wonder provides 1 amenity. Now, I've had very few places to put this because there are not many camps. This will give me about 3 amenities into my capital, which is about it. But it really, really helps me just to keep this city happy, and hopefully means that we will be happy forever. Oh, there's more coal over there. Oh, we have lucked out with this. We have lucked out with this. Oh, perfect. Still getting settlers as well. We have 8 cities. I reckon we can get to about 15 this age, which means we're going to overtake the world in terms of who has the most cities. I like that. We want to be the super settlers of the world. We want to spread out, get our wares out into the world. This workshop is finished. This campus is finished. Oh, look at that. Beautiful stuff. And I can do the factory now, which I'm not going to do. I thought I would, but I'm not going to do it. I'm actually going to wait with my gold because there's a certain Imhotep that I think would be very handy to rush the mausoleum with. Name me a more overdone strategy than Imhotep being used to get the great mausoleum. I mean, honestly, it's just wonderful to see. You love it. Just gonna change my government around. Or do I want to do that? Oh, hang on. Too much needed to be done. Yeah, hang on. There you go. Done a bit of trading. I can afford to do it now. Right, let's just change my government around quickly because I want to get rid of Republican legacy and put on serfdom, because then I will spawn me cities in and they will have 5 charges each, 4 population cities, like so and so. There we go. Imhotep, bam! Bit of era score for doing that as well. 3, because I had less than half the points needed to get him when I bought him. So yeah, all good. Now I'll get the factory and the power plant, but like I just feel like that's always a good move. If you can pick up Imhotep to rush mausoleum, it's just a bunch of 3 wonders, isn't it? Which is all you need to see. Oh, I found a governor title in a tribal hut. That's so weird. You so rarely see that. Right? Let's just get grants for Pingala. Like, I like great people. It's always a good thing. There's some coal, though. Oh, and some gems. Look at this. My new cities are already paying for themselves easily. One more city right on the border. What you gonna do? Very sorry about that, but yeah, not sorry. Oh, I realized I settled too far away from a T. Oops. I should have settled on my diamonds. I was too busy looking at the fresh water there. It's okay. If we can find some more tea, then it'll be a crime that I can get away with. But if I can't, uh-oh. You know, I was just having a look at the score and the science and all this sort of thing. I'm doing okay score-wise, but science-wise, I'm so far behind. 26 techs. Next person is Kublai with 30. So I'm 4 behind the second last person, and then mine's right with 38. I know I've missed a couple of the easy ones, but I'm not that far, like, spec'd up. This is slightly worrying. Never mind. Imhotep has me the mausoleum, my first rushed wonder. Now I'll have 2 more charges to rush through afterwards, which is great. This is my Pingala city, so all of the science and culture from all of these tiles will be brilliant. Just need to get a shipyard here, and I think that would be great. Although it's... oh no, it is working loads of those tiles now. Interesting. So yeah, a shipyard in this city would be very useful. The casual culture that you get from all of these encampments is pretty amazing. I do like it. Let's get the industrial zone sorted. We're just working on steam power. I think I'm going to dip into machinery quickly afterwards to pick up my elephants, but also Kilwa. I do like the idea of getting Kilwa. Otherwise, it's Great Bath and Petra are the 2 rushable Imhotep wonders. Petra, I did have at least one city where I could use it, actually. This is technically quite a deserty city, so that would be quite useful. I've just realized there's some more coal there as well. Coal is doing me well. I just traded like 8 coal for like 41 gold per turn with the Aztec. People really want it. My settling has been all over the place today. Why did I not settle on this tile? I was going to work as much of the triangle as possible. I don't know what's going on. I need to focus. Come on, Ursa. How are the Mayans suddenly on 400 science per turn? That is nightmare fuel. Oh, they're doing well as well. 10 cities, 84 population. They have outpopped me. It's probably why. There's Petra. It's, this desert city is not going to be ideal, but it is basically making use of some very terrible land around it. And we all like Petra, don't we? That is a desert hill iron tile that I have a mine on just below it. So already, look at that. That's actually really good. 2 food, 5 production, 2 gold, 1 science. Hopefully that'll help the city to grow very nicely indeed. All the while, whilst this is all happening, still kicking settlers out. You look at how much coal is going for. Tons of gold per turn, like so much. It's really, really good to see. There is mercantilism. Okay, so we've got a little bit of extra amenities right now. I do want to put Republican Legacy back in a sec, but at the moment, serfdom could come out, because I could start to now build some settlers from this city, just thinking about it. There's a coal power plant I could do in 6 turns. Settlers are in 4. Actually, I only need 100 gold more. Surely people have got enough to sell me for 100 gold. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Easy enough to do. Let's get the coal power plant. Bam. That's going to spit the factory production now across all 4 of my little industrial heartland cities. We like to see that. Now we'll go settler like that, and I will put the card in. Scripture's really useful. We're going to get rid of natural philosophy just for a second whilst we're doing this little turbo drive, but we will pop that back in at some point, don't worry. I'm so far behind, I think whilst earning raw science is useful, we're probably going to have to get a little bit wary. I can find the particular ways in to the sea, like around the Aztecs and the Dutch. I could probably send a fleet through and then go and kill people, but it's probably asking quite a lot. We'll work it out. There's no floodplain on this map at all, which is probably why the Great Bath is still here. I haven't seen any. Oh well, Imhotep, I guess you're just going to have to wait until Kilwa is a thing. I know it's not ideal. Can't think of what else to put the boost on. The lights switch on, the production in my capital begins to start to multiply. 74 production of it now. Once we've gone steam power, yeah, as I say, we're going to go for Kilwa, but then I want the armory, because the armory is going to be worth a lot of extra production. In fact, I keep changing my mind. Tempted to get the diplomatic quarter in really quickly as well, although let's do some landscaping in this city first. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Dayboy91, Seancrates, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalek, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear Ray, El Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Henez, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear. Thank you all for your support. See you next time. Goodbye.